Today's gospel portrays the persistence of the blind Bartimaeus. And brothers and sisters, when you read or hear the Gospel of Mark, keep in your mind one of his themes. That is, when people want something from Jesus, they have to assert themselves to go after it and pursue it. Persistence was in spiritual life as well. Some people never take steps of becoming followers of Christ because when they start taking those steps toward God, they encounter resistance. They hit obstructions. Things get complicated and it gets frustrating. They get discouraged, saying, hey, it's not supposed to be like this. If I'm going to seek after God, it should be easy. It should just happen. But following God, according to Mark, doesn't just happen. God intentionally arranges the spiritual life this way so that we must diligently seek Him. We must, with perseverance and a sense of urgency, pursue a relationship with God and seek after Him. What happens is that in that pursuit and in that seeking, we change. We become more ready and receptive to see God, to see Jesus for who He really is. We change in the process of our pursuit of God. We become ready to hear and ready to receive things from God. This pursuit and seeking change you, your values, your priorities. It's not just a matter of having a certain need met. It involves being changed. It may involve abandoning things that used to be really important to you and starting things that you didn't care about before. In today's gospel, when Jesus calls him up, Bartimaeus throws his cloak aside. He gets up and goes to Jesus. This cloak is the only thing Bartimaeus, as the poor beggar, owns. When Jesus invites him to come over, he doesn't want anything to hold him back. He doesn't want anything to become a problem or to have to gather on his stuff. He doesn't have time for that. So he throws the cloak aside and goes over to Jesus. The cloak, the only thing he has, doesn't matter anymore. Hebrews chapter 12 encourages us to act the way of Bartimaeus. It says, let us rid ourselves of every burden and sin that clings to us, and persevere in running the race that lies before us while keeping our eyes fixed on Jesus. What holds many of us back may not be the things that trip us up. It might be all the things in life that we don't want to put behind us. What happens is that the power of all this stuff in our lives, whether it be possessions, goals, or relationships, can cause us turn away from God. These things may fill our lives so much that they just crowd God out. We become so focused and distracted by these things that it pushes away the spiritual part of our lives. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, during this week, do an examination about your spiritual life. What are those things in my life that spring up and choke out spiritual pursuit? What are the things that distract me, pull me apart, pull me away from being a follower of Christ? And then, am I determined to lay aside those things so that I can move from spiritual blindness to sight? Amen.